So a week ago from the filming of this, Big Download, which I believe is an affiliate of America Online, I'm not sure about that, they released an interview with Sheia LaBeouf from the Transformers films, and they were discussing his gaming habits, and the Wii was mentioned came up a few times, and each time Shia, really expressed his opinion and made it clear that he did not like the Wii, that he thought it was a novice-only system, and that he would never play or enjoy any game that ever came out on the Wii, even the new version of the Transformers game, which he sort of made it sound like he dreaded the prospect of even playing the Wii version of that game. And he said some things like, buddy, I'm a gamer, not the fake ones you read about, which I guess is referring to the media coverage of the Wii with casual gamers and older players on like newspapers and on news shows. And he says, this is how in a simple way you can find out if it's a gamer you want to play with. Ask them if they have a Wii, and if they say yes, get the F out of there. So, really, I'm not upset. A lot of Nintendo fans are really upset. And he could like whatever game game or system he likes or, not like. But what annoys me is the attitude behind when I see people, bashing on the Wii, or casual games in general, or just dismissing the system. It would be like if I'm an English major, and this attitude of like casual versus hardcore would be like if people who read novels started, bashing people who read short stories and be like, oh, you aren't a real reader, real readers read big books, like big novels, you're a casual reader, and no story with only 50 pages could ever be any good, And really, that attitude, I believe, is part of the reason why, outside of the gaming community, people have a hard time looking at video games as anything more than like a esoteric hobby for the very young, and not something that's really, for everyone. Because I just don't... And when it comes to the Wii specifically, when I see people that, like, oh, I hate the Wii, it's all casual or novice games, there are no real games. They seem like they watched someone at a friend's house play Wii Sports for 5 minutes and then just decided they hated it. Or if they own the system, they bought it in like 2006 and got like Zelda and never really bought any games since then. Like they basically, it's like they expected an Xbox with a motion controller, and as soon as they didn't get that, they're like, oh, they've abandoned us, or it's all casual. And when I ask them, like, oh, you don't like the Wii, or you don't like the types of games, well, do you know what games are on it? Can you name a few games? And they'll say, like, oh, Wii Sports, Zelda, Wii Fit, and maybe Smash Bros. They really aren't even... Rarely can they name more than a few games, which is pretty interesting because I have a list of games that's, maybe 10 different games I'd like to have for the Wii that I can't get right now, and the only casual one amongst them, at the very bottom of my list, is Wii Sports Resort. So I really don't understand the attitude that Wii is nothing but casual or novice-oriented games. But aside from that, the attitude is really from the core of the community. When everyone looks at games, they look straight at the core, the fans that have been playing for a while, like the biggest, the most deepest, the most technologically advanced games. And when they see them excluding everyone else, like, oh, you aren't real gamers, that's crap, only big games are good, it's really preventing people from taking games seriously. It would be like if people who watch action movies, like, say, like, oh, if you watch a love movie or an animated movie or anything, you're not a real movie watcher, you aren't cultured enough or something, and I really find that attitude kind of disappointing. And that's my 2 cents on the matter. Thank you for watching.